So thanks so much for joining us. This is the MeWe Metaphysics and Wellness Fair for energizing body, mind, heart, and soul. We have events throughout the Northwest when we do things in person again, and we've been doing things online now for 2 years, and we have about 3 or 4, sometimes 6 or 7 events each month. We've got this fair today. We've got another fair later in the month that's going to be Australia time, and we have panels coming up. I think we've got 7 of them scheduled. We'll talk about those a bit later tonight. So we're going to be here for 4 hours with you. The way this will work tonight, so it's free to be here. So thanks so much for being with us. And for the first hour, the practitioners will introduce themselves, so you get a chance to know who we are and what we're offering tonight. And then we'll have our intuitive panel where we answer your questions. So a few people from the audience will be able to ask questions that several practitioners answer. If you know you'd like to ask a question, feel free to put that in the chat now and we'll get you in line. We prioritize people that are here for the first time or who have never asked a question before. And then the second, third, and fourth hours of the fair, the practitioners go to breakout rooms. And in their breakout rooms, you'll have a chance to meet with them one-on-one, get to know them a bit personally, hear more about their work, ask questions about their work. And the practitioners are offering free talks. So we've got a whole schedule, and I know it's going to go in the chat soon. And I'll give you an idea of some of the talks that are happening. We've got the language of intention, Akashic records for hope and new beginnings, meet your spirit guides, embrace your divinity, group art reading, manifestation through positive mindset, meditation and exercise, light language healing and channeled messages, no excuses, learn to easily add meditation to your daily life, talks with a shaman, the degrees of the elements, co-create the life you desire, get a glimpse of how to read eyes, getting help from your spirit guides, new moon intention ritual and sound bath, ascension talks with the Crystal Skull Council, season of the tarot, and samples of intuitive eye readings. So lots happening tonight, and there may even be extra things, who knows. All right, well, let's get started with having you meet the practitioners. All right, let me get an order, and we will, let's see. And one practitioner is having some tech trouble, and we'll be here shortly. All right, let's go ahead and start. We're going to start with Wyatt today. So it'll be Wyatt, and then Susie, and then Shelley J. Miller. All right. So go ahead, take a minute and share with us what you do. Wyatt.
All right. I will be honest, I wasn't expecting to go first. So, hi everyone. I'm Wyatt. I am a shamanism practitioner and spiritual life coach. I combine both of the ancient practices of shamanism with the current modern modality of life coaching to be able to help you begin or move forward with your path of healing. I do a lot of wonderful healings, mainly extractions and soul retrievals, being able to help you feel more whole and empowered. My entire thing is empowering you to be able to move forward and have the navigatory tools to be able to navigate the changes and transitions that life is putting us through, especially now during COVID. Tonight, actually, I'm going to be offering a new product at a little bit of a discount for you guys. And let me show you just a little bit. These are shamanic amulets with readings. They are personalized amulets to help you integrate certain energies that you need. This energy, this power, you're going to eventually be able to integrate into your own being. But until then, this amulet acts as this power. So I am currently offering that at 10% off. And then later tonight, I am super excited. I will be giving a talk about the degrees of the elements and how they spiral out from spirit, their degrees of heaviness to lightness, in relative terms, I suppose. And then also a little bit later, I will be giving a talk with Galactic Ashley about our crystal skulls and the ascension process. This is Oten, and he will be talking about, I don't know what he'll be talking about yet, but you guys are more than welcome to come and talk with us and talk with her skulls, and it's just really fun and interesting. I'm super excited to be here and meet you guys. So thanks for coming by.
Thanks so much, Wyatt. All right, we've got Susie and then Shelley J. Miller and then Shelley Hoffberg. Go ahead, Susie.
Hi, I'm Susie Parker Goins. I'm with Blue Lightning Healing. I am a channel, so divine comes through me to talk to you. to give you information and the tools you can use to move forward on your own. I love looking at past lives and helping you heal those. I'm an energy healer. I have a podcast called Blue Lightning Healing Meditations. It's on 10 different platforms, including Amazon Music and Google and Spotify and Apple. The first part of those, we're talking about a topic like what I'm going to do tonight at 5:15, which is intentions and the language you would use around it. But now this second season is going to be me just flat out channeling and having guides come through and talk to you. And then on Mondays, that's Thursdays, and then on Mondays, they'll be leading meditations. So I'm looking forward to taking that part of the journey, and I encourage you to come with me on that. You can contact me at my email at suziepgoins@gmail.com to schedule appointments, find out current pricing, and my website is bluelightninghealing.com. Looking forward to another fabulous evening. Thanks.
Thanks, Susie. All right, we've got Shelley J. Miller and then Shelley Hoffberg and then Sandy Lang. All right, Shelley J. Miller. Let's see, where's Shelley? She might be muted. Yeah, Shelley.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, great.
Okay, wonderful. Hello, everyone. I'm Shelley J. Miller. I am a psychic, a medium, and I do read the Akashic Records. I also do spiritual coaching. I've had my spiritual gifts since I was born, and I have risen to the mastery level. I read at the mastery level. I've been reading and coaching professionally for 30 years, so I'm able to render deeply accurate and detailed information on any subject that you bring to me. As a medium, I have a special ability to bring not only evidential and validating messages, but I can have detailed conversations where you can ask detailed questions and receive answers from your guides and loved ones on the other side. It won't be just yes or no validation. You can actually have a full-on interactive conversation. I'm a master at reading energy, and I use often the Akashic Records to, I can spot patterns of thought that have turned into belief systems that are holding you back. I can show you why you've drawn, who you've drawn, and circumstances in your life, and help you let those go and move forward in a positive direction. You'll always have a positive game plan and come to a peaceful outcome when you come and have a reading with me. So I'm doing a talk tonight about how to get help from your spirit guides. There are a lot of interesting things going on in the spirit realm I'd love to share with you. I think that's at 6:45. If you'd like to book a reading, either come to my room today or you can book a longer reading at shelleyjmiller.com. And I'm looking forward to seeing you and helping you in any way that I can. Thanks so much.
Great, thanks so much, Shelley. All right, then we've got Shelley Hoffberg, Sandy Lang, and then Shay Noor. All right, Shelley Hoffberg. Let's see if you're muted still.
Hello, I'm Shelley Hoffberg, and I have been a clairvoyant, medium, and tarot reader for 30 years. And my decades of experience and keen insight give me a high level of accuracy. And I am going to be doing 2 lectures today, Meet Your Spirit Guide at 5:30 p.m. and the Season of the Tarot at 7:15. And if you would like a longer reading, I'm doing 30-minute readings here at the fair. I do have an hour reading available also. If you don't get a reading from me at the psychic fair, go to psychicshelleyhoffberg.com, my website, to book a psychic reading.
Great, thank you so much, Shelley. All right, we've got Sandy, Shay Noor, and then Missy.
Hello, my name is Sandy, and I'm a transformational life coach. I use many modalities. I too channel the divine, which comes through my right ear. And the modalities that I use are a lot of guided meditations, visualizations, Reiki, and guided, I already said that. And I'm doing 2 talks tonight. One is Embrace Your Divinity, which will peel back some of the events and situations that get in the way of you being truly aware of your authentic being, which is love and pure divine. And the second talk I'm doing is co-create the life you want, which is talking about and channeling what's getting in your way, where do you want to be, and the end result for my work is for pure self-compassion and self-love. And so you connect with that divine being that you truly are and always have been. I am offering private sessions tonight at almost 50% off. And I've been doing this work for over 35 years. I was real young when I started to channel, but when I was young, I didn't know what it was. And then I finally grew into understanding and then really sharing my gifts with other people. So I'm excited. Please come and we're going to have fun.
It's great. Thank you so much, Sandy. All right, we've got Shaynur, Missy, and then I'll share.
Hi, everyone. My name is Shaynur. My business is 2B Hypnosis. I'm a master hypnotist and nutritional consultant, and I also do Akashic record readings. Today, I'm giving a talk on Akashic records, how they bring you hope and light. And please come and listen to the talk. We'll discuss how the readings work, how they help you, how they bring you hope, and how they help guide your life. I also offer a combination of hypnosis with weight management as part of my business, where I take the power of hypnosis, and because I'm a certified nutritional consultant, I combine them both to give you the most powerful way to work with your weight and with yourself. I look forward to seeing you in my room, and then we can go from there. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Shaynur. All right, we've got Missy, then I'll share, Lorelei, and then Kendara.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Missy, or Northern Sparrow. My mission in life is to increase compassion and help individuals reach their full potential. To accomplish this, I created the Sunshine Moment. So besides coaching companies on mindfulness, stress reduction, and cohesion, I thrive on holding place for individuals to discover deeper levels of being, develop intuition, and bring about a life of abundance and happiness. I incorporate energy work, metaphysics, visualization, and ritual based in Buddhist thought, witchcraft, universal laws, and psychology, and also trusting the guidance of nature, tarot, numerology, astrology, herbalism, crystals, color, and sacred geometry to create a perfect path for you. Please check out my website, www.thesunshinemoment.com. I look forward to seeing you in my breakout rooms. At 6 o'clock, I'll be doing a talk on manifestation through a positive mindset, and have a couple deals for the fair, $15 for 20 minutes, or a 50% off a one-on-one future booking. I look forward to meeting everyone and enjoying the fair tonight.
Thanks so much, Missy. I'm going to share a bit, Lorelei, and then Kendara, then Galactic Ashley, and then Amanda. All right. By the way, there are a few practitioners that aren't here yet, so I'm just going to share about what they do. Amber Kelly is coming. She does mediumship, guides, and healing. Alethea Devi is coming. She does spiritual counseling, life coaching, intuitive readings of the energy field. And then Saren Witchery is coming. She does tarot and crystal ball readings. So they're coming as well. So I'm Lorelei Shmayo. I'm an intuitive eye reader. I think that we all read eyes all the time. We just don't realize what we see in each other, right? If you can't see someone's eyes, there's so much missing. And as soon as you see their eyes, there's so much there. I describe what I see as a set of archetypes called thrive types for helping you see how to best thrive, really, so that you can honor your soul and have your soul fully express. So that you make great decisions for your career path, for people that you interact with, so that you can honor you and honor them. I use this for matchmaking, for romance, for hiring, all kinds of different things. So I'd love to be able to see your eyes and share with you what I see in your eyes. I'm offering 2 talks tonight. At 6:30, I'll be sharing a bit of how I read eyes, so you can learn a little bit of how to do this. It's really pretty straightforward and easy. You just have to know the categories, and then it's just gets so clear. And I'm going to share out the 7 talents. And then also, I'm going to be doing some samples of my eye readings at 7:15 p.m., so towards the end of the fair. So come interact with me at Lorelei Shmayo. I'm at loreleishmayo.com or thrivetypes.com, and I love having you here. It's great that we all get to play together. All right, let's unpin me. And we've got Kendara, Galactic Ashley, and then Amanda.
Hi, everybody. I am Kendara from beautiful Denver, and I'm delighted to be here tonight. I'm offering tarot, I Ching, and intuitive spiritual counseling, and I will be giving a talk on meditation, no excuses not to, at 6:15. And I'm offering readings for $1 a minute, which is about 30% off. But I'm really excited to have you come into my breakout room and just answer questions for you. So I look forward to meeting you all, and you can contact me, my email, kendaralaurel@gmail.com. Thanks.
Thanks, Kendara. All right, we've got Galactic Ashley and then Amanda. And we're set for right now, unless some other practitioner has arrived. All right, Galactic Ashley and then Amanda.
Hi. Hi, I'm Galactic Ashley. Excuse me. Maybe the cats are here. I don't know. And a hairball, a galactic hairball. So I channel divine guidance for star seeds, connecting them to their star families and galactic lineages. And I use light language frequencies and work with your cosmic connections to facilitate high frequency healing transmissions and encoded activations. So tonight in my breakout room at 6 o'clock, I will be doing a channeling and light language and healing transmission with the Arcturians and the Dragons. And then at 7 o'clock, Shaman Wyatt Larson from the Wildwood Hollow, and I will be having an ascension talk with the Crystal Skulls Council. And tonight I'm starting to offer, or restarting to offer, my galactic light energy drawings. They are 6x9, even though these are smaller. So I'll be putting information in how to sign up for those. You usually just send a photo and a question, and then I would channel information on the back. And so these are all personalized for you. And then speaking of artwork and drawings, that amulet that Wyatt showed was mine, and it's super awesome. And then I also had one done from Amanda Root, and it was also really awesome. So there are other artists in this room, so whoever you feel drawn to, don't be shy, because basically this artwork that everyone's creating for you, they are power pieces, and they're constantly broadcasting information that is healing for you in the environment. And how art works as a healing is that it is something that comes out into the third dimension, and so it's able to work on the physical body and with other layers of your energy field differently. And it's not necessarily better than like a Reiki session, but it's something that you can work with and meditate with. So I highly recommend all of us. So thanks for getting your galactic groove on, and come hang out in my breakout room.
Great, thanks, Galactic Ashley. All right, Amanda.
I'm glad you said that. I almost forgot. This is the one I did for Galactic Ashley. Can you see it? I can never tell if you can see what I see or what. But anyway, that's what I'm going to be offering too. I'm going to be selling those in the same kind of way, where you give me your information and then I make one for you that's individualized. Okay, wait, who am I? Amanda Root. I am a Coyote intuitive. I am a rune caster, and I'm an intuitive artist. I am working on something for my talk. Should I move it into my main screen, Lorelai? Or can people see the thing?
Sorry, do you want me to pin
the picture?
Yeah, let me pin that, or spotlight for everybody. There we go.
Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm going to be explaining during my talk what is actually going on here, what this means, the energies are that we're facing with, and yeah, and I use runes very often, and I will talk about what runes mean too if people want to learn about that. And I offer regular rune readings as well. And oh gosh, I'm so into this picture, I forget what I do, but that's the gist of it anyway. So come to my room and I can explain more about intuitive art.
Great, thank you, Amanda. All right, so you've heard from a number of our practitioners. Let me see if anyone else, Anissa or Gio, they're helping with admin. Have any of the other practitioners joined yet? Maybe not. Yeah, so we're rounding everybody else up. All right, well, we're gonna move on to the intuitive panel. Let me mention a few other things. So, well, let's see. So we have a feedback forum. So if one of you could post that in the chat, we have a feedback forum. We'd love to get your feedback on the event tonight before you leave. And if you share your contact info with us, we'll put you on our email list and enter you into a drawing for a free 30-minute session with one of us of your choice. So you want to do that sometime before you go. And then if you've updated Zoom, you can move yourself around from breakout room to breakout room. So when we get those all set up, you'll be able to move yourself. If you don't know how to move yourself, you'll be able to just come back into the main room and Gio and Anissa will be able to move you around. And you can find them because they have an A in front of their names in Zoom. And then the practitioners all have a P in front of their name too. So it's easy to find us also in the list of all the participants. And we have separate rooms that are private session rooms. So you'll see that in the name. So you'll know to not move there. And the practitioners' rooms that have numbers in front of them, we'll put the list in the chat in a little bit. And that way, if you, well, I'll say more about that when we get going through the intuitive panel. So we're going to shift and start our intuitive panel. Well, let me see if anyone's asked questions so far. I didn't think I see any go through. Oh, someone has asked a question. All right, great. So what we're going to do is the practitioners are going to answer your questions. So this is free. It's an opportunity for us to share with you what we do, and then we get to be of value to all of you, right? The person that asked the question, and then to all of you as well. So if you know you'd like to ask a question of the panel, please go ahead and let us know in chat. You can just simply say you've got a question. You can write in what the question is. You can write it to everyone, or you can write it to Anissa or Gio or to me, and I will attempt to, we'll all get it up in the list of questions. We prioritize people that are new at the fairs or who have never asked a question before. And then, you know, if we have more time, we'll go to questions from people that haven't asked for a while. It's great if you ask a personal question to something that's deeply meaningful to you. That's like the best way for us to play. And then a few things to keep in mind when we do the panel. So you may ask us this question and we may go deeper than you want us to, or start talking about a different area of your life that you don't intend us to talk about here. Because keep in mind, this is being recorded and it's going to go up on Facebook and the web and all these things. So if you want a private session and you don't want to have this be public, do a private session with our practitioners. And if you want to ask a question in the panel, just if we start talking about something you don't want us talking about, let us know. We're here to honor you. Raise your hand, unmute, and tell us right in the chat, stop, please stop, you know, anything like that. We will honor whatever it is that you want. And let's see, I recommend that all of you listen openly to all that is shared, the questions that are asked and the answers. There might be lots of value that's here for you too, in addition to the person who's asking the question. And then also we believe that everyone's intuitive, and just simply that you're here, you probably know that you're open and intuitive. And this is a great way to open to your intuition. And we request that while you're doing that, while whatever comes through you might be noticing, does that come through for some of the other practitioners too? Please allow the attention to stay up on the panel. So if something does come through for you, maybe write it down and hold that so that when we're done answering that person's question, if you want to, you can write them privately in chat and ask if they want to hear what came through for you. They might not want anything else at that time. They might be full from having heard from all of us. So please honor whatever it is that they share and trust that that's of service. And we just had another practitioner in the waiting room that's about to join us. So I want to just have her, if she's going to land here briefly, I'm going to have her introduce herself. All right, we've got questions coming in. I noticed lots of questions. This is great. And some people are just celebrating. All right. Amber, I know you just landed, but we're just about to switch to the intuitive panel. Do you want to introduce yourself now, if you're set and ready to go? Amber, if you're ready, if you can just jump in, that's great. If you're not ready, that's okay.
I am ready. I was muted.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm late, first of all. And I'll jump right in. My name's Amber Kelly. I'm a medium. I work with spirit guides and can pick up people's energy and deliver messages. So that's me.
Great. And Amanda, let's see, I'm trying to remember if you're scheduled for a talk today too. You might not, or
You always call me Amanda.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amber.
It's okay.
Amber, I know, after I said, I'm like, did I say that? All right, you may not be scheduled for a talk right now, but we can add one to the schedule if you want.
Sure. Well, we could just see how this goes for now and go from there, if that works.
Great. I just wanted you to know, Amber. All right.
It's okay. I've been called worse.
So we're going to get started with our intuitive panel. It looks like there are 3 people in line that I don't recognize, so you might be new. So we've got Andrea, Kiss Your Brain, and Bruce in line with questions. Oh, And well, let's see. So people can comment on that, Bruce, and there is someone doing sound healing tonight. So I don't know which, but yeah, we can talk about that. All right, great. Were there other questions that went through here? Maybe not. Maybe that gets everything right now. All right. Well, Andrea, do you want to start off with your question? And coming on screen would be great if you're willing to do that. And if not, we can always, you can just unmute, or we can ask your question for you too. All right, Andrea, yeah, go ahead. Come on. Let's see. You should be able to unmute.
Awesome. So I am just wondering about future career with COVID and everything that is going on currently.
All right, great. So future career. Did you say anything of what things have you been doing?
Well, lately I've been doing a lot of stuff online, but it's not really what my passion is, and I can't really do my passion because of COVID.
Okay. I just had to say. All right, great. Practitioners, practitioners, this is a great opportunity to raise your hand using the Zoom software. So if you click the participants tab, you should on the bottom of the participants tab section, there should be an option to raise your hand. So who wants to answer Andrea's question? All right. Let's see. I guess I'll just say a couple things while people are getting in line. It looks like you're super passionate about things. You can have strong opinions about things. Does that make sense? So you really want to help uplift the world. You want to give people advice and like support them to grow. Makes a lot of sense, right? And you also are creative. I might even say sometimes rebellious, like you want to do your own thing. So you either have to have someone you're following that you really believe in, or you got to do it your own way. All right, great. And so Anissa, I know you just showed up on the, let's see. And yeah, so doing something where you're helping uplift and empower people would be really good. I know that's kind of general, but there's a little bit about your eyes. All right, so we've got Shelly J online. Shelly, did you want to share a little bit?
Tell me the lady's name again.
It looks, is it Andrea? Yeah, it's Andrea.
Okay, Andrea. I feel like it's a little bit of a waiting game. I agree with what Lorelei said, but I feel like there's a little bit of a waiting game. And I think it's about COVID, but I also think that this is a time, I'm seeing you doing something with your hands. Do you knit or do crafts or something? I feel like you are going to go within for a little bit of time. I know you need to work. I understand that, but it feels like this is a time of reflection and that kind of thing. I'm seeing a hook come down psychically. With spirit, it's like a fish hook. And let me listen to what they're saying. Not to be disappointing, but they're saying, please go within and figure out what you could do as an alternative for the time being until you sort of get more free to do what you want to do. There's going to be some blocks coming, but in the end, you'll be able to pursue. During this reflective time, if you do something that also involves like volunteering and uplifting what Lorelei was saying, I feel like you're going to gather a group of people that out of that group of people is going to come your next opportunity. Not only that, possibly a relationship. And so it's sort of, if you can kind of bide your time peacefully and go within. I am seeing you work with your hands, share what you do, join, volunteer something. Somebody's going to call you, or you're going to have a passing opportunity. And out of that group and that joining up and volunteering, you're going to have a new group of people come to you who are going to be very, very helpful in the time to come. I think there may be also a move involved. So lots of things that you don't know now, you will know soon if you allow to just stay in the moment and follow. Don't get too upset about not being able to find exactly what you want to do right now, because Spirit's going to lead you. So hang in there. And if you want a longer reading, happy to help. But reflect on something you can do as an alternative. Look for that volunteer opportunity.
Great, thanks so much. All right, we've got Sandy and Wyatt in line.
Hello, Andrea. I'm glad you're here. What I'm picking up and what I'm being told is that you are a very wise woman and you have a lot of gifts to be able to empower other people. Does that resonate with you? And so what I see is maybe a life coach or something in that, where you really can, you are an empath, is what I'm being told. And so to concentrate on how to protect yourself as an empath, which I can certainly help you with. And I think our lives are always revealing to us our passion and our purpose in life. And if you go back and review, and I can do this with you, I do a guided meditation about it. Review what has already been told to you, what your passion and purpose is. I think you'll know exactly what you need to do.
Great. Thanks so much, Sandy. Oh, Andrea, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I guess like I already like have something that I'm doing right now, but like I'm a musician and I want to go back to playing concerts and traveling the world. So that's what I want to do. So I'm very clear in what I want. I just want to know when I can do it.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, great. Well, let's see. We've got a couple more. Well, we've got 3 more in line now. So we've got Wyatt, Susie, and Missy. All right, go ahead and let's everyone share briefly. We've got more questions. So Wyatt's next.
Hi, Andrea. Wyatt, way up here. So I just want to explain real quick. I work with the wind, and a lot of those that have been here do understand this wonderful wind reading that I do for a lot of people. And so when I do this, I pull a wind from a card, or from a bag, excuse me, called the wind bag. So I called Thate, who is the Lakota Sioux wind. And it's really interesting because Thate is known as the messenger of Wakantanka, or the great mystery, God, light. He was the one to bring the Inipi, the sweat lodge. And within this sweat lodge, we undergo great transformation. There is something very empowering about this, actually, is within this period of change that we are experiencing, that we are going through, there is going to be a change of our path. Your musician and your musical skills do not lessen just because we are inside. I play the flute, I play the drum, and everything is over Zoom right now. And that's fine. And people get this healing. So there is a huge message in this, and it's listen with your heart. To bring in this, to listen to Wakantanka, to listen to God and the Great Spirit, to bring in this new changing, like allow yourself to go into the Inipi and to be reborn, and to allow this musical gift to shift what is within you into something that can help others. So allow it to come out in a different way. Doesn't mean you're not going to be able to do it. Just means you're probably going to be doing it sooner than you expect, just in a different way than you think.
Great. Thanks, Wyatt. All right, we've got Susie, Missy, and then Kendara.
Hey, Andrea. Wyatt started up on where I was going with this, because online is where we're going to be for a while. But that's fascinating to see that perspective. I don't know if you've heard of Choir. They're a Canadian group that would all get together and then they would sing a cappella. Well, now they're doing that virtually on this sort of online, on this Zoom format. And that's what I'm seeing you doing, is forming, I don't know, a band. It sounds so high school, but you're going to find people who want to share also. And then you're going to have that added layer, not technologically, but of being able to transmit the energy, to have that synergy that goes beyond just your laptop cover, your laptop monitor. And it's going to create a whole new thing. And that's where the wonder and marvel lie. Yeah, I look forward to live concerts again, but we've got to get through this. So this obstacle that you're overcoming is going to help other people overcome these obstacles too, to help them feel more connected. I could say something like, do a YouTube channel, but I don't see that as being resonant with you. You need the music. And I think that's exactly what your purpose is and where you're going to go with that. I hope that helps.
Yeah, great. All right. Yeah, I see you're nodding. And then we've got Missy and Kendara. Missy, go ahead.
Hi, Andrea. So I really am mirroring what a lot of the other practitioners are saying here. And I got this call, I think, from Octavia, the muse of music and lyric, and going inside and having that conversation with her and re-engaging with your music The wonderful thing about music is that it's an invitation to raise our vibration. And when you have that added passion for music, just diving into that and the avenues and the people that you want to surround yourself with will begin to appear in your life in some surprising ways. So I feel too, just going back, turning into yourself and your true self and re-engaging with music will open some avenues for you.
Thanks so much, Missy. All right, Kendara, you're on.
Hi, Andrea. I kept getting you going back to school and taking some online classes with what you do. No, with the music. No, I know school, God, no. I see you also teaching some aspects of music as a carryover while you're waiting. But then I also see you doing virtual concerts. I see you until it is live, getting together with other musicians that do what you do and doing a thing, but but see, here's the deal. In the meantime, doing it is going to get you out there. And then people will start contacting you because a lot of people aren't doing that. And you've got this really incredible magnetic energy. So not that you shouldn't look for anything else, because you will, and you will be doing concerts in person, but in the meantime, you're putting out the energy and it will increase and multiply for you and happen sooner rather than later. Probably after the beginning of the year is what I'm getting.
Yeah, and people couldn't see, Andrea was asking about like, what about money, you know, and Andrea, I want to say also too, that feeling the energy of the people, feeling the impact that you're having on people and the reflection back is probably really important to you too. And so that's part of why not doing it live. So you get to be creative about how you play with that. Yeah. All right, let's see. So we are going to move to a next question. We've got a few people in line. I know we won't get to all of them. And I want to say to practitioners, we didn't give you a warning. We're going to do something a little differently right now. We've realized that we can open up the Zoom room, open up the breakout rooms, but not put anyone in them. And then they're just simply there. And so let's say one of you doesn't want to participate in the intuitive panel, you could actually go to your breakout room early and someone might want to join you there for that, or you might want to do a session now. So we're going to experiment. And so Nissa's going to open up the Zoom, the breakout rooms, but we're not putting anyone in them. You're not necessarily supposed to go. We just want to let you know we're going to do that. So Anissa, have you opened it up? Open them up? And they're here.
Yep, they've been opened.
Okay, great. And so, by the way, for so everyone at the fair that's attending, if you've updated Zoom, you can move yourself when we get there. And so if you click, if you're on a computer, if you click on the breakout rooms little icon at the bottom, and you can see a whole list of rooms with, it depends what I'm supposed to show it at this on my screen. I don't know if we put them there or not. I can't remember. They are here. There are a couple different ways it'll look. I'll show you later. But so if you have numbers and you hover it over and you can see join, or if you just see join on the little box, it means you're going to be able to move yourself. So if you can't do that and you can't move yourself, if you know where you're going to want to go and you know which room you're going to want to go to first, if you want to put that in the chat now, we'll start making a list and then we'll get you moved to that room really quickly when we finish the intuitive panel later. So that's for all of you participating tonight. So just want to let you know. We're constantly improving and changing things. And so that's what we're doing a little differently tonight. All right, back to the questions for the intuitive panel. All right, so thank you so much, Andrea. Thanks for getting us started and thanks for letting so many different perspectives, right, come in. And thanks for sharing about what you do. All right, we've got Kiss Your Brain. You've got a question. Did you want to come on and share it? Where are you? Oh, there you are. I see Kiss Your Brain. Do you want to unmute and ask your question? Do you know that you're called Kiss Your Brain? Here, I will prompt you to unmute and turn on your video. You don't have to turn on your video. And if we don't hear from you in a moment, we will go on to the next question. The next question is from Bruce, and it's actually a pretty simple question, I think. Let's go on to Bruce. All right, Bruce, do you want to ask your question? This is a bit more informational, and we're happy to answer this also. Ah, Bruce, I think I see you.
Okay. Yeah, this is Bruce.
Hi, Bruce. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead and ask your question.
So I'm very interested in getting into playing a hang drum. And so I'm interested in somebody that is within your panel that is involved in possibly teaching that kind of thing. I got one like this, but it's kind of like not a very good one. So I'm kind of interested in learning how to play it, or play a hang drum, and maybe purchasing a nicer one, of course. And that's what I want to learn. So is there anybody out there that you have that is in that?
Yeah, that's great.
Music.
I know Wyatt just mentioned drumming, so there's a possibility we'll hear from him. And then also, I just want to say, in your eyes, I think you've got the sage talent, which typically has great rhythm. So it's fun that you're interested in drumming.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So Wyatt, do you do anything like that? Or like, I know we have other practitioners on our list that aren't here tonight. I want to focus on us first. Wyatt?
So actually, I don't work with the pan drum with the hand, but I do work with the hand drum that I use for shamanism. So I got really excited when you said the hand drum. I'm like, oh, I know where to like direct you and how to get them, because that's moose hide and I am absolutely in love with it. But I just know that music of any sorts is going to be very helpful. It is something that allows our soul to sing. So I think it's very fantastic, and learning these different modalities that Lorelei was kind of saying, I think is going to be great for you.
Yeah, thanks.
Great.
So you don't teach it?
No, unfortunately not.
Someone made a comment too that it might be called a tongue drum. I have no idea, but
yeah, they call them hang drum, tongue drums. They call them hand drum. I mean, there's a lot of names for the same kind of thing. I mean, this one actually is played with a one of these.
Great. And
So yes,
I'd say Susie's got something to share too. So I'm wondering what.
Well, I'm not plugging myself, but there's a guy I know named Jeffrey. Oh, he goes by the Wizard Azanon, that he plays a pan drum for things, and I can look up his information. He's not here, so if that's out of line, Lorelei, I apologize, but that's the only hand drum guy I know. So
it's great. We've got someone in Portland too, so I'll send information.
Okay. What's his last name?
Oh, Bruce, we'll send it to you in chat. It's okay, Susie. We'll send
let me do that, because I don't know his real last name. Okay.
It's great, Bruce. Yeah, so look for some private chats from us with some options. All right, great.
Okay.
Thanks, Bruce, for your question. All right, just checking with you. Kiss Your Brain, are you back? Kiss Your Brain might be very distracted with exactly the question that Kiss Your Brain has. All right, Lisa, you're up now. So this is Lisa Waggerby Williams. Where are you?
I am.
Hi, let me get you on the screen. Hi, thanks very much for being here. All right, what's your question?
I just have been having so much trouble with procrastination, and I just was hoping someone would have some tools that I could use to help me with those blockages.
Okay, great. Yeah, procrastination. All right, Missy's in line. Missy, go ahead, and I'm sure we'll have more.
Hi, I just wanted to share an affirmation that is really great at busting procrastination. And the affirmation is, I will dissolve waiting in all of its subtle forms. And so if you're repeating this affirmation, really feeling that in your body, that you're just going to dissolve all of these, the blocks will start to go away. I think also it's important to break whatever it is that you're procrastinating into smaller pieces. The Kaizen method of just breaking it in smaller pieces, and then you can feel that goal being accomplished slowly over time, and always with kindness.
Thanks so much, Missy. All right, we've got Wyatt, Galactic Ashley, Shelley, and Amanda, and Shaynor in line. Go ahead, Wyatt.
All right. Hi, Lisa. Real quick, what I really want to say is ceremony. Ceremony is going to be huge. A ceremony for everyone can help dissolve and break away certain energies that we no longer want, that no longer serve us. That's what I'm trying to say. So actually, I have a really great book for you called The Book of Ceremony by Sandra Ingerman. And so when you look at ceremony in everyday life, you are creating, like, even if you're just like, and I'm getting my morning coffee, And my morning coffee is a ceremony. I get up from bed and I go forth. And then you sit down after, and I'm going to make a ceremony of sitting at my computer. And I'm going to maybe sage and then go and do the job hunt or whatever that you're doing. Just, I'm going to make a ceremony of it. And we're going to go forth, because when we create ceremony and when we create this sense of divinity within our everyday mundane aspects of life, we create magic. And that magic is what propels us forward. It's no longer mundane, it's fun. It's like, oh, what's going to happen now? What's the universe going to bring in? So ceremony.
Thank you.
All right, great. And let's see, we've got more in line. We've got Galactic Ashley, and then Shelley, Amanda, and then Shaynur.
Okay, so I have a couple of questions. Has your energy shifted recently in your spiritual journey?
Yes, it has.
Okay, so I'm getting the sense there's a few things going on. One, I would drop the term procrastination. Also, this is something that I've struggled with my entire life. I was diagnosed with ADHD and mildly on the spectrum of autism. But first, I had to ask myself, I just dropped the term procrastination, because the beings, they come in, and sometimes deadlines are fluid, and sometimes like we sort of make up when they need to be done, but oftentimes procrastination is really divine timing and divine order. So I can look back and I can get mad at myself because I haven't done something because I didn't do it on time because it was supposed to be done here, but I didn't have any energy that was coming in to support this action. So I call it inspirited action. So it's basically taking action from a place of being. And so when the energy is like funding the action, then it happens. So if I went back to February and I was mad at myself because I wasn't getting this event together that was supposed to be an in-person event, I finally just gave up. And then all of a sudden COVID happened and I was like, oh my gosh, that's why. Right? Because the energy wasn't supporting it, because it wasn't ever going to happen. So when we remember that the universe is efficient, and we start tuning into the energy that's really supporting the action that we need to take, it can help us with procrastination. Procrastination is often a term of judgment. So then we're constantly criticizing and yelling ourselves for not being done. And if you're a person that has a history of being late or not on time, then you also need to look at who's telling you when these things need to be due or when things need to be done by, because you're really the only person that decides. Also, sometimes procrastinating, it does something in our brain where it wires it so that then all of a sudden some adrenaline comes in and it helps us to focus. So just understanding how you work is okay. And if you have a problem cleaning the house, then sometimes I just invite people over. And then I know that I need to clean the house in order for them to come over. If I take too long in a grocery store, I go in 30 minutes before they close, and then I'm constantly being reminded that I have 15 minutes to get my stuff. Right? So there's a lot of like tools and like hacks that you can come up with that support who you are. Also, when we're shifting through these really big energy shifts, sometimes our energy is just not settled and we're not really supposed to be in the 3D. It's okay to be in a state of being for a while and to honor that part of yourself and to be okay with it. And sometimes we need to find closure to things. And that means deciding and saying like, look, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. And I'm closing that. So looking at your list of things to see how many things are like open, because those are all energy drains.
Great, thanks, Galactic Ashley. All right, and
Thank you.
Sandy just mentioned in the chat that her talk, Co-Creating the Life You Desire, will address this too. And then, so we've got Shelley, and I think Shelley, you've already shared in the intuitive panel already, I think. So if you could just be quick. And then we've got Amanda, Shaynur, and then Sandy. You are still muted. Okay, great.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize we could only share once. I'm so sorry. I wouldn't have put my hand up. A quick flash I got psychically was I saw you as a young person standing with the school system and somebody telling you like were you afraid when you went to school as a young person? Were you overwhelmed, Lisa?
No, but I was very embarrassed because we had a mill and I always wore muddy boots to school.
Okay, because I get the feeling that somebody at a young age impressed you in a not so positive way. And so instead of having confidence, I feel like it put you back. And that's was the beginning of the pattern of putting things off because you weren't being rewarded, you weren't being lauded, you weren't being praised. And so I feel like somehow the lack of praise or the embarrassment that you were feeling has made you hang back and that kind of thing. It just feels like a pattern to me, a thought pattern. And I saw it happen at a young age.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much, Shelley. And just to clarify, it's just I want to mix up the energy. So we're allowed to share more than once. Just want to get everyone in there too. All right.
Okay.
Amanda, Shaynur, and Sandy. And I'm going to go set up the schedule in the other room. I'll be back. So Amanda.
Okay. Can you see the picture that's in the room cam?
No, I have to pin
cannot.
it. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm trying to go find it right now.
Go up.
I can't see it anywhere. Is it on?
Yeah, it says P room cam. I see it nothing.
No, I can't see
You
any
want it
drawings.
pinned or spotlight?
Oh, I see it now. There we go. Spotlight. I got it.
Oh,
Okay.
there it is.
Yeah, we can see it.
I'm trying to make it upright. Hold on. There we go. Oh, there it is. Upright. Okay, good.
Yeah, we can see it. Go ahead and chat about it. I can't hear you though. Did you mute yourself?
So many moving parts. Okay, here we go. I saw that. I completely agree with Galactic Ashley. I don't even actually subscribe to the word procrastination. I feel like that's like something someone made up that decided that they knew what path that we should be taking or what we should do when. It's really good to think about, well, and also I saw this, like a lot is going on as far as spiritual development, as far as this is Isa that has to do with things that you can't change, obstacles that you can't overcome, but this is like turning them into like something positive. And you're finding a new way to turn something positive that you previously had no control over in a completely different way. That takes a lot of energy to reframe, that kind of thing. Also, there's a lot going on spiritually with like, this is the mystic rune, and there's a lot going on with your spiritual development. You want to do things that like, that you find joy in. You can't just do something just because for the heck of it or because you should. You have to do something that you feel called to do, that you feel really like touches your heartstrings. And so here's the work little thing. It's like this tiny little thing. It's like, well, work and health seems like so secondary to everything that you're dealing with now, which is like this huge amount of energy in this spiritual development and reframing kind of thing going on. But I also see the answer having to do with finding your inner feminine divinity, really thinking about what it means to be you. Laguz is like, to me, that's the strong spiritual warrior kind of feminine energy, as opposed to like the more gentle mother energy. This is like the kind of energy that represents the water that holds all the earth on the earth, all the pieces of land on the earth, like from moving, that kind of energy, to really become one with that energy and feel that and not worry about what other people or what society or whoever the heck says you should do next. But just like you're doing really good and you have a lot. So I don't feel like you're procrastinating. I feel like you're doing a great job. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Sure.
Thanks so much. All right, great. So we've got, let me unpin this one, and then we've got Shaynur and Sandy. Shaynur, go ahead.
Thank you. Hi, Lisa. Because I work with hypnosis and Akashic records, the question would be, what is it that you feel that you're procrastinating, as you put it, and why? Why is it bothering you so much, and what can be done about it? So I think that is the route I would take, is look at why is it happening? Why is it bothering you? Is it as important as the other practitioners have shared? They've shared basically what I am saying. So that is the route I would be asking you. And if you want to know more, come listen to my talk at 5:30, and then we can talk a lot more about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I think I'm next. I'm not sure. Is that true? Well, I'll go. Hi, Lisa. It's really good to see you. What's being told to me is I agree with the other presenters that I don't believe in procrastination, but I do believe there is some fear behind what's creating you to move on. Like maybe the fear of judgment or the fear of unacceptance. So what I want to encourage you to do is to trust divine timing and to know that everything is in order. And divine knows exactly what you want, and you sit back and visualize. Don't figure out the how, but visualize in detail what you want. And I believe your procrastination will stop when you do what the panelists have suggested. Thank you.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much, Sandy and Shaynor. And thank you, Lisa, for your question. All right, and we're getting ready to finish up here, and maybe we have 2 more questions. And I wonder if we can just super briefly say a little bit about them. Susan and Casey, do you want to get something really super quick? Susan, did you want to jump in? Where are you? I see Casey. Where's Susan?
I'm here. Casey, I'm here.
Casey, yeah, go ahead. Do you want to ask your question? We'll just be really quick.
Okay. So I was on a path starting last year, a spiritual path, and I was very clear on what I was supposed to be doing. And then something happened earlier this year and got me off track, and I need to, and I want to get back to that, but I have a lot of fear, physical, mental, emotional. And so I'm just hoping for some insight, like what is blocking me? What can I do to move forward? I'm just stuck, but I really want to get back to it.
All right, great.
Is that
anyone? Maybe so. You said you got pulled off course.
Yes.
And you want some insight about getting back on course. I guess one thing I can say, I saw your eyes briefly as you were sharing. My sense is that you hold yourself to a really high standard and you're hard on yourself. And this is a time to be really gentle with you. So being gentle with you will actually help you move forward faster. So that's one thing. Yeah, who else? Anyone have anything else to share briefly with Casey? Yeah, go ahead, Shelley. Go ahead, unmute.
Okay. I talk about this all the time on the radio and also in my workshops and things, and I help clients privately with this, because spiritual practice is really important right now. I don't know if you are aware that Holy Spirit, I know it's a term from the Bible, but Holy Spirit is that part of you that's never left the source. And if you will begin to stop working your mind and get in the now, really deeply in the now, and be very still in your mind, and then say in the morning with the practice of intention, Holy Spirit, where do you want me? These are the questions that I have. I know I've asked and I'm going to be answered. Then you begin to follow along in your day, do the very next thing that you have to do, knowing that you're going to be answered and you're going to be aware of it. Be mindful of your thoughts, because we make repetitive thoughts and that kind of thing. Be mindful of when your body contracts, that's your ego. When you get an answer to a question that is not a question that an answer that you expected, but it makes you feel peaceful, that's your guidance, that's spirit. Also be aware that somebody may shout the answer out in a room, it may come through a song, whatever. You make a spiritual practice every day of saying, my will and thy will are the same. And God's will for us is to see ourselves and each other the way he sees us. So you're really only here to heal your mind. You're really only here, but Holy Spirit will lead you to let go of your ego and will lead you on the practical every day. So I tell people, do that in the morning, and then in the evening, take 5 minutes and review the day. Jot down what questions you had, what got answered. You will very shortly see the hand of the divine working in your life where you hadn't noticed it before. It's shocking. People tell me this, oh my God, look what happened. They just weren't, the world is very loud. and spirit is soft. And so you just have to refocus, honey.
Great. All right. It looks like Amanda's next in line. And by the way, practitioners, you can't raise your hand anymore because we've made you co-host where we're about to put you into your breakout rooms. So that's why you can't raise your hand. So Susie maybe and Amanda and like, so, okay, Amanda, do you want to jump in and then Susie?
Okay, sure. Okay. I literally thought something was messing with me. I was like, where's the hand? Anyway, thank you for telling me that it wasn't actually me this time. All right. I drew a picture. Can you see it?
Let me pin it. Or spotlight it. There we go. It should be spotlight now.
I didn't get a chance to color because I was looking for the hand button for like a while. Okay. I saw as I was going along the wheel, whenever I pause when I'm going around, because I can do this like in my sleep at this point, whenever I start pausing and leaving things out and not knowing what to put in, I feel like you really did go through something really huge, because at this point, and this has to do with this is the room where the seasons go, patience, there's a time for everything. Just as things go, when we got to that, like I had blanks until the spiritual warrior. So I feel like right now, like that's a very huge gap, very huge. And in order to feel like these are filled in and you're feeling more balanced and calm, I got the message that focus on, this is the rune of Freya, which is things that are pleasing to you aesthetically, things that make you feel good, things that you just like. You like the feel of a certain rock, you like the color of a certain blanket on your bed, things that bring you joy, that make you feel in the moment, but from a purely aesthetic and personal standpoint. And also, I got the rune of Othala, which to me says, I think you would benefit from contacting your ancestors or people that have passed, just get messages from your bloodline. I think that would be an excellent thing to do, which I can help you with if you visit me, if you are interested in that. Anyway.
All right, great, thank you. And I think Susie had something she wanted to share. Oh, and Galactic Ashley too. We all just got to be really quick, both Susie and Galactic Ashley, and whoever, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, so, we all know, well, yeah, time happens all at once. So what I'm feeling is that you've got some past lives that are coming forward who were healers, who were not, they didn't end well. And so when you went what you call to be off track, it really is what track you need to be on, because these lives are coming forward and they're saying, no, don't, and have all kinds of fear around them. So talking to these personalities from these personalities will allow you to say, no, I understand, I forgive you, I love you, and to release them. And they can leave you with the wisdom. Feels like there's a level of caution they want to convey to you. And they really are, there's a couple that were like burned at the stake. And so these lifetimes have all come up forward saying, no, you can't do it. But you get to explain to them, yes, this is what's making me heal, and this is what's going to heal you. That's it.
Great. Great, thank you. All right, Galactic Ashley.
Okay, so real quick, oftentimes oftentimes pain is the gateway to our ascension. And so to trust that, and to piggyback off of what Amanda and Susie just said, you are being asked to walk in the face of fear, because it's almost like an initiation into your spiritual warriorness. But to know that what you are afraid of now, like you've already experienced the worst of it. So it's just like you're just being asked to walk in the darkness, and then like nothing will happen because the worst of it is over. And then I will send a link to a video. Wyatt and I just did a thing about death and dying last night, and I'm getting a feeling for you to go through this rebirth process that we did, if it aligns with you, and it also piggybacks off of past lives and connecting with ancestors.
All right, great. Thank you so much. And Casey, thank you for your question. All right. Bits of answers for you. And more practitioners probably have more things they can say. So as you bop around from room to room, it's possible someone else may want to share. All right, well, we're getting ready for the next part of our fair, where we're going to move into breakout rooms. So all the practitioners are going to move into breakout rooms. There's a list in the chat right now, and we've got numbers by their rooms this time, so it's going to be easy to find. The ones that say private session rooms, don't go in those without permission, but all the rest of the rooms are open. There's one room that's called Fair Schedule, and you can go look at that one to see the schedule, the practitioners that are here, their pricing, and then also the talks. We've got a talk coming up very soon. Those just got posted in the chat as well. So if you can move yourself to a breakout room, practitioners. Oh, and I want, Alethea, I'm going to have you introduce yourself here. Maybe could you share for a moment? Go ahead, take your minute and introduce yourself. We had another practitioner arrive, and I'll give more instructions about the breakout rooms in a moment.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Alethea Devi. I'm a shamanic practitioner. I also work with ancestors and family lineage. And I'm always looking for ways to help you express your authentic self and figuring out the different aspects of your conditioned self. And a lot of my work has to do with discerning those two and spiritual practices to help us manage our navigating through our life. So thank you for having me tonight. I had a little bit of technical snafus, but it seems like my computer is happy now. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Alethea. All right, back to, so all of us. So if you can click on breakout rooms on your computer, or if you on a tablet or a phone, tap it and you see breakout rooms maybe on the top left. If you click that, you might see a list of all the different rooms. And if on that list, and I'm supposed to share my screen and show you, let me do that in just a moment. I'll share my screen. You'll be able to move yourself from room to room. So you have to have updated Zoom to do that. So this is kind of hard to see. Let me blow this up here. Bigger, much bigger. So it might look like this. And if you hover over the number, it'll say join. And then you can just click that to join the room. Or here, depending on what device you're on, it might just say join. And then you can do this yourself and you can move from room to room. So feel free to do that if you like. And if you can't move yourself from room to room, Anissa and Gio are going to be generally staying here in the main room and they'll move you from space to space. So you just need to say where it is you want to go. So if you can move yourself, the practitioners are all going to the breakout rooms right now. Feel free to move yourself. And if you can't, you can write in the chat right now where you want to go and we will start moving you there. Or as soon as we get a bunch of people moved, you can unmute and just speak where you want to go. So we're going to have talks in all the breakout rooms. Practitioners are answering questions about their work. They might give free samples. And most of us, I'd say many, well, I think just about everybody here has their work at a special price tonight. You can either do sessions tonight or you can sign up to do them in the future. We have that information on the flyer if you go to the fair schedule. And you can also talk to practitioners about those options. And we have private session rooms, so you can do sessions privately with practitioners tonight as well. All righty. Yeah, so if you know where you want to go, feel free to just mark in the chat which room you want to go. You can write the practitioner's name or you can write their number. We've got different options tonight. And practitioners, we're not moving you unless you can't move yourself. So if you can move yourself to your room, just click on the breakout room icon and you should be able to join your own room. And if you're having trouble learning how to do that, we totally will help you in figuring that out. All right, people are moving around to breakout rooms. And the first talk that's happening is Susie Parker Goins, I believe. So that's starting in 5 minutes. So that's the language of intention. And then in another 20 minutes, we're going to have 2 talks. We'll have Akashic Records for Hope and New Beginnings with Shay Noor, and we'll have Meet Your Spirit Guides with Shelley Hofberg. So lots of talks that will be happening tonight. Great. All right, let's see. So who can we, so let's see if you haven't moved to a breakout room yet. And I guess so probably Anissa, practitioners that are still here, probably I'll have Anissa make sure to move you to your room first. So make sure that you're able to get to your room. And then if you want to get moved to a room, just let us know where you want to go, either write in the chat or go ahead and unmute and you can tell us where you want to go now. Yeah, so those of you that are not practitioners, let us know where you want to go. I see people popping into rooms. It's great fun. Yeah, and Amanda, do we need to move your camera? Or are you moving your camera? All right, great. It looks like she's doing it.
I've sent an invite to all the practitioners, so if you're struggling to get into your room, the invite has been sent.
Great. I'm obviously not in my room yet. Let's go see what's happening with my room. Okay, yeah, no one's in my room. I'm good. All right. Yeah, and I see my dear friend Christina is here. Christina, so let's see. So for those of you that just got here, I know Christina did, we had our first hour where the practitioners introduced themselves and we did an intuitive panel, and now the practitioners are moving into breakout rooms. Yeah, so Daniel, Tara, Ethan, iPhone, Golden, Sandra, if you know where you want to go, let us know. And Robin, we will move you if you can't move yourself. All right, Christina wants to go to room 2, Kendara's room, a fun room. So many of
Christina,
these
that
rooms,
invite has
all
been
these rooms are
sent.
fun. Great. All right. Yeah. So Golden, Daniel, iPhone, Tara, Ethan, any place we can send you? All right, Anissa, Gio, I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, how do you get to the main room?
Shelly, I've sent you an invite. Do you see the breakout room icon at the bottom of your screen?
I don't see it. I see leave and leave meeting.
Do you see?
I'm not seeing the icons. I had training by Geo, and I'm not seeing any of the icons from the training.
Can you tell me which icons you do see?
I see mute, stop video, security, participants, and I wasn't able to find the hand in participants. Chat, share screen, reactions, more. Let me see what more is.
Yeah, look in more.
Oh, okay, more has joined breakout room, so I'll go in the breakout room.
Great. Glad that worked out.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and anyone else, if you know where you would like to go, just let me know in the chat or you can unmute yourself.
It's not bringing up my breakout room in the white box. It's just breakout room in progress. It's not the ones that are in progress. It's not bringing up mine.
Let me take another look, Shelly. On my end, it shows that you're there, that you should just be able to select the breakout room icon and be able to
Try
move.
again, because it took me to in progress, breakout rooms in progress. Let me hit join breakout room. No, it's bringing me up to a list, breakout rooms in progress.
Yep. And then if you scroll down, do you see where your number 11, Shelly H?
Okay, I found me. I'll just click join.
Perfect.
And would you be bringing people into my room that want to join the lecture?
I will be announcing that shortly. Yep. I'll announce that your talk is starting at 5:25. I'll give people a notice that your talk will be starting. At 5:25, I'll give them that 5-minute warning, and then I'll make the announcement again when your talk is starting.
All right.
And you have one person there already waiting for you.
Oh, I do? Okay.
Yes.
Daniel, you're more than welcome just to hang out in the main room with us.
Yeah, it's totally great to hang out here. I was going to say, just for the recording that's still on, we have a lot of different events. You can see them at mewefairs.com. That's MEWEFAIRS.com. We look forward to being with you soon.